Woo, everybody, and welcome to our very first stream of the year 2017. This is Touhou Radio Next Generation number 10. Actually, it's our 10th installment of the Next Generation franchise. Thank you very much for everybody who's joining in today. And also, we've got a few other celebrations to do. But first of all, I want to, of course, introduce you to our guests for today. First of all, as always, my lovely, lovely co-moderator called Yuka. Thank you very much for joining in today, as always.
Whoa. No problem.
And also, we've got, the petty patrol Tengu, also known as Hikaru, also known as Momiji. Thank you very much for joining in today as our guest.
Thank you very much. It's great to be here.
Yeah, so also we've got somebody who's listening also at our TeamSpeak with us, who actually provided us with this with the TeamSpeak server. You have to know, actually, the TeamSpeak server, or rather the server hardware, where our usual server was, burned down a few days ago, and we had a little bit of an issue. But this person was there to say, no worries, you can use one of our rooms. And I'm talking about Sunny. Thank you very much for giving us the opportunity today to use your TeamSpeak server.
No problem.
And of course, thank you for everybody who's joining in today. And yeah, so let's start with our little interview, and let's get our victim to properly say good day to everybody. First of all, everybody is greeting you, as you see, with woo, and
I see that. Yeah, I'm used to it at this point.
Oh man. So actually, let's begin with the basics. First of all, introduce yourself to our guests, to our viewers, the basic things like who you are, what your page is doing, and when did you start with your page and Touhou at all?
All right. My name is Hikaru. I I run the page, the Petty Patrol Tengu. I kind of started it as a way of getting into Touhou for real, because when I was first introduced to Touhou was back in middle school. I believe the 2008, I think 2008, I believe, and I got through it through my friend, who I'm actually still very good friends with. Um, I saw him playing Imperishable Night, and that was actually the first game I ended up playing. And I was kind of a very loosely into Touhou. I was very how would you say it? Very casual about it. I played it. I didn't get too deep into it. I knew a few characters. Recently, like last year, I decided I wanted to get more into it. I wanted to become a part of the community, and so I started a page on Facebook that I didn't think would really go anywhere. I was doing it more for myself, more as a way for me to post things and find things to post. And then one day I came home and I had 20 people liked it, and the rest is history.
Yeah, like actually, right now we just made today another milestone, or rather a historic
Yes, we did.
part, as you reached your 400 plus subscribers, and once again, congratulations on that one.
Thank you very much. It's been a great journey this whole time.
You can.
I was not thinking we'd hit 400 before the stream today. That's incredible.
It absolutely is. Actually, I'm very high respecting for you, because you see, the page that I actually started myself is now about 60 subscribers, and it is now about 5 years old. And
Right.
all the servers, or rather pages I'm working on, they're all hosted by other main admins like Yukas. And this is the reason why. So to get to this magical number is something of a very high scale. I mean, the next one is to aim for the 500, I guess, but in that proper speed, I think it won't take long until you reach that one as well.
It usually takes a little while between milestones. In the beginning, it went really fast, and to be honest, I couldn't tell you how I did it. It just sort of happened, and I'm just sitting here like, what?
And so do a lot of people here right now. We've got right now I think we've got 10 viewers. That's a good number. And also it will increase and increase over time.
Hmm.
But yeah, first of all, let's get a little bit deeper into it. So you started your page with about Momiji. And actually, what was the reason why you choose Momiji?
Well, she's my favorite character for one. I'm a big Momishi fan, I guess you could say. Beyond that, like, and really, to be honest, like when I started my page, I had no idea what I was doing, so there's really no rhyme or reason to a lot of the way my page started.
Mm.
I just picked a character I liked and went with it. But uh, if you want me to make a determination retroactively, I could say that Momishi's a character who's got a lot of fan attention, but really hasn't had a lot of attention from Zune or from from the franchise in general, from official works.
Mm.
And so that actually leaves you with a lot of room for interpretation, and that's something I've been able to play with a little bit.
Mm.
Um, since and that's kind of what Touhou is really about for me. So I think it's a good decision. That said, I don't consider myself a Momiji page. Like I said, I didn't know what I was doing in the beginning. I don't really play a role of Momiji on the
Mm.
page. The page is more like themed after her, I guess you could say. Um, I've thought about it because there really aren't very many Momiji pages to begin with, and there certainly aren't a whole lot of people who go really far with role-playing Momiji. So I've considered that in the past, but I haven't quite found an angle that I have been dead set on working. So I've not done it.
I see.
Um,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's always the main issue is always to get everything properly set up, and then to think about what you do with your page in the first place.
mhm.
I see. I know what you mean.
Right.
But to think about it, now, for example, all the people who are liking your page, a few of them are also from pages like JD's Geek Corner. Shinky is one of your subscribers, and who else? Of course, the Dark Side of Touhou, I think it was
Mhm.
called. Then Yokai Jesus Byakuren, if I remember correctly, is also one of your
Are they?
subscribers. I think so. Yeah, I think
Yeah,
so.
like I mean, out of 400, it's hard to remember everybody, of course.
Nah, I've got them in my friend list, so I can check out who it is. But
Ah, I see.
also, the other one who was also in was Remilia Scarlet. So you've got a lot of famous people
Her
around
too,
this year.
really?
Yeah.
Wow, I had no idea.
So apparently they quite like your page, and
Like I read all my notifications and stuff, but I must have missed those somehow.
well, they all liked even with the private account. So that means a lot, especially if you think
It
about it.
does, yeah.
So yeah, you've got this backup of a lot of good people, and they when I first announced that you will be our next guest, a lot of them were like, "Oh, really? You'll choose him? Well, that's good and cool." And then there was some who were like, "Okay, you've got to tell me a little bit more about this guy." And then yeah, Don was the first one to step in and say, "Okay, listen up. He's got nice stuff, and you should just
He's
go
good.
for it." And
Yes, I do know Don, so consider his opinion a little bit biased.
instantly posted the link of your page, and all of them were like, "Okay, subscribe, subscribe, subscribe." Yeah, and
Yeah, that happened, yeah.
that really was one of the beginnings. But also, a lot of you guys supported us, and so also this one goes for the viewer. Thank you very much for having out. And yeah, first of all, let's get a few songs played, okay? Shall we? So we've got a lot
Yeah.
of stuff to do today. Yes, we actually
Yes,
have
we do.
about 17 songs altogether. 17
Wow.
songs out of which yeah, we three are yours, your own requests. One is from Yuka, and the rest is from all other guys. And we've got a ratio of about 6 songs to play each hour. So it will be a little bit pushy, but we will manage it. We will play 2 songs in a row in the basement. So I think this will and this will deal with a lot of time issues then. And let's
Okay.
start actually with one of your song requests. And because it actually fits in perfectly, I would say the song is Fall of Fall Autumnal Waterfall. It's your actually your own theme song, as I can say.
Yeah.
And tell us a little bit about the song. Why did you choose it, and what you
About this particular arrange.
yeah.
This particular arrange is from UI70, which is actually you know what I have a really bad habit on my page of saying that I should I should check out more from this circle, this artist, and then I never do. Um, I have done it a few times, but there have been so many times when I've done that and not. I need to go back and do that. But anyways, UI70 is one of the ones I haven't. But I like this arrange from them very much. I mean, I pretty much had to request an autumnal waterfall arrange for this. It was kind of obligatory.
Yeah.
There are a few ones I really liked, and they were all hard decisions, all three of these requests, but this one in particular was the hardest because there are a couple good arranges that I really really like. But I think this one embodies most the kind of music that I generally post and the kind of general feeling of the page.
Yeah.
While there are others that I really like, there was one from Shinra Bancho I actually really like, but that's neither here nor there. Um, Mountain of Faith's music in general is really nice, but I suppose I'd be if I told you this was my favorite from that game, you'd call me biased. So
Nah, everything is alright. But I think it was a very nice choice because I listened to it, of course, instantly, and I instantly loved it. And so we will have our great joy with it. And directly afterwards, you will hear End of Magic by Lilac Records. This was the so-called, yeah, final call music request made today. As Yumemi was like, oh my gosh, can I just ask for the another song request? It was about 40 minutes ago. And he was like, please, because I was looking for this and finally found it. I was like, dude, you're really a lucky guy that I saw it on time. And so this one will also be the song afterwards, but we will start off now with the first song request made by our guest Hikaru, and this is Fall of Fall Autumnal Waterfall UA70, and afterwards you will hear End of Magic Lilac Records. So enjoy the songs and hear you in a bit, guys.
カゴの中鳥は動きもせずただ歌を歌う白く白く焼けるような光憧れなど言えないでいたの何度もこの世界私だけどいつしか心はすでに許してるわがままな生き方で落とした靴を探したい巡り合って始まる夢の続き
So that was the next song request made by you guys, and well, now finally, or slowly, the stream is filling to its proper usual viewers rate. It's now at 19, which is awesome, and thank you for everyone who's watching right now. And yeah, so yeah, we've got a lot of more topics to talk about. For example, Hikaru, when you got into Touhou and looking back from your beginning to now, what have changed? Actually, like character-wise, which character do you started to dislike even, maybe?
You know, it's funny because I'm a pretty agreeable guy, so I actually don't dislike many characters. Like, I'm even like, I almost said Flandre apologist, that's not true, but I don't hate Flandre, even I will say overrated, and definitely mischaracterized a good deal of the time. But pretty much every time when I do post a UN Owen arrange, I usually talk about it, about my feelings toward that. Same with any other character that I have some reservations with. I actually really didn't like Nitori going in. Now I've kind of mellowed out a bit. Just because, I don't know. I actually really like the PC 98 era games. And everyone calls Nitori the engineer of Touhou when Rika is a thing. It's like, Rika built freaking tanks. Alright? Rika built... One was just an eye. And what did Nitori make? A cloaking device that didn't work.
Yeah.
I'm not impressed.
Sure thing. And
But I've mellowed out a bit. I've heard some arranges of... I mean, she's like a... I've heard some arranges of her music, and I'm like, yeah, well, you know, whatever, live and let live.
Yeah, sure thing. So that means Yuka is a character you can rely on most, I guess, with the latest installments. So this is like your transition from the 98 era to the Windows era.
Something like that.
Actually, to think about it, like for me personally, there are characters who I don't like, especially because of their attitude. That includes most of the people on the moon. Also includes for me
Lunarians.
Yeah, Lunarians, all these bastards gonna burn down their houses. Okay, a little bit of raging here, and no, personally, Kaguya is one of the characters I don't like at all, and another one would be Tei, because
I can see why.
I actually can't get along with this character. A lot of people say, well, Tei's cute because she is like doing all her mischiefs and so on. I don't agree with it. It's like, what do you like about a person who enjoys bullying others? That's not the point, you see. Yeah, so it was a little bit difficult.
Tei's a slut.
Well said, shots fired. Okay, Tei fans, time for you, or it's your turn to get some kind of a reaction to it. But also, racists against moon people. Woo! Woo! Yeah, actually, that's why that's why the wolves are howling. But
Yeah, that's exactly why.
also, for me, I first didn't like Aya a lot because for me she was just a paparazzi. But getting her known over time, I got along with her, and actually she's now one of the main characters of one of the fan fictions I'm writing now. And it really is a jump because she got a very important role in it. And the people
Yeah.
who know German and read already the script for at least the first 20 pages that I wrote, another 180 at least to follow, know what's how big the whole story is. But
Yeah.
yeah, so there is a lot of character talking. It was nearly about Kaguya talking. That's what happens when you've got words completely screwed over. But yeah, actually, another thing is when you think about the characters, you also think about their patterns, for example, in the games and so on, and which character, because of their Danmaku pattern, was the worst one you had to encounter?
That's a funny question for me, just because I suck at Touhou.
Oh,
I
thanks.
I,
No,
I, I, lo- I love I love the music, I love the series, I love the characters, I love the concept, and I even do enjoy playing the games. I don't play them a whole lot actually, just because I just get frustrated every time. Um, I know Nitori's is considered easy. I had the longest time where because I'd beaten her before. The furthest, but but I finally did, and now I feel a lot better. I think that kind of is where my hate for Nitori burned off a little bit because I finally beat her again.
I
But
see.
I the farthest I've made it in a Touhou game would probably be, I don't really count that because that was back in the day when I played on easy. Don't tell anyone. Um, in Imperishable Night, which was my first game,
Yeah.
but because I think I made it to I at least saw a race in Imperishable Night, but I don't count that because that was probably on easy. Whereas farthest I've gotten on normal was in Mountain of Faith. I've gotten to Aya, and I cannot beat Aya.
Actually, mine furthest was to beat the game Flower View, but to set it
Nice.
in comparison, because this is actually a setup for a 1 versus 1 shooter, you can't really compare it. But I managed it somehow on normal mode through, and it was like, a miracle happened! I did it! And the next moment it
Yeah.
was like, oh shit, that means I've got to go for hard mode next. And then it was like, okay, you're screwed, don't do it. And ever since, yeah, everybody who is complaining about easy mode, I was also played Imperishable Night on easy mode, and actually I
Well,
managed.
Imperishable Night is easy mode. It's the easy one.
Yeah, actually it is. But then I got
This is
into.
why I haven't.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, it's after. Yeah.
I'm sorry, I haven't interrupted you.
No, it's.
All right. That's why I haven't played. Why I haven't played. See, all these names are so interesting. They always escape me. The hard one.
Mm,
Um,
yeah, but.
but
Hmm?
I'm trying. I can't remember the name off the top of my head.
Okay.
I don't want to hold up the stream for it,
No
so
worries.
just forget I said anything.
No, everything is okay. Is this a Gundam stream? No, it isn't, but I know Gundam a little bit. At least I saw a lot of the franchise, and yeah, to summarize it, there are some good and some bads, but we can talk about it at another place. Actually, Yuka, I read your text, but I knew it, and so I don't care, you know?
Bad.
Yeah, but in Imperishable Night, I managed to get to the Canis, to the Aren stage, and this was the biggest letdown in my whole life, because then I realized I thought I beat her, and then I realized it was a bad end, and I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me? There's a bad end?" And it's getting worse and worse and worse, and then I was like, "Oh, come on, kill me! Somebody kill me!" But ever since, yeah, it's getting a very difficult one. But okay. Oh, Purple Bird is back. Hi there, and everyone else also. And don't forget, there is a Discord server later on, but
You'll have to give me the link to that.
it will be provided in the chat about 5 minutes before the stream ends, or otherwise, or say it in other words, before the last song is played. But let's get on with a few songs. Actually, there is a lot still to go through, and the next song actually is a request from Yuka, which is Mebius. It's Yuhei Satellite, I think, remix. And
It is.
can you tell us a little bit why you choose it, despite it is your theme song?
Because I fand, genau genommen, ich habe diesen Song jetzt gewählt, weil ich gestern nur diesen einen Song hören konnte. Alles andere hat mir Kopfschmerzen bereitet.
I see. Okay, this was just like you choose it because reasons. Okay, and also about char and makes you 3 times faster. That actually explains why Reimu is red and other things. But okay, jokes aside, let's get on to the song. And also afterwards you will hear let's use how about the song from Soundholic, Endless Rebirth afterwards. It was a request made by Diegeta. So I would say without any delay, here we go with the 2 songs. First of all, Mebius from Yuhei Satellite, and then you will hear Soundholic with Endless Rebirth. Enjoy the songs and hear it in a bit, guys.
君がくれた日々を忘れるために記憶の音色に耳を塞ぐがむしゃらに痛みは増してゆく君の音色は命尽きるまで独り占めだと信じてたから 「
And this was the next song request made by you guys. And let's get back to our interview. And also about, yeah, actually, let's have a little short moment to talk about flowers. Actually, this is one thing that Yuka is special of, and we've got this weekly thing called Yuka's Flower Advices or Gardening Advices. And Yuka, actually, it's finally the new year is coming. It's slowly, everybody is preparing for the spring season and getting back to their gardens. What can you suggest, or what would you say what the people should do right now? What should they prepare already before the spring season is coming?
Naja, also diejenigen, die einen Garten haben, sollten auf jeden Fall jetzt erstmal die Erde auflockern, damit die Pflanzen später leichter haben. Und sonst kann man schauen, wenn es jetzt noch nicht frostet, dass man schon ein paar Pflanzen raustut. Side note, ich bin sehr allergisch, das heißt, im Frühling und im Sommer werde ich leiden. Juhu, ich freue mich schon.
So, Yuka suggested everybody who's got a garden should now get out and prepare the turf, the ground. So later on, it is very smooth, and the plants have it easier to grow. So this is a good advice, especially by the temperatures we've got. We've got minus temperatures right now here, and finally, yesterday it snowed over here, and so I think it's a good idea to do so. And just a side note for everybody who's asking about the fan fictions I'm writing. There's one written in German, 20 pages plus right now, 21 pages or 22 pages out of 180 more to come or something like this. And there is another one in English, which is about 1.5 pages now long. I can give you the data later on if you like to. But this will be something for another date, another time, and we can talk about it later on. Well, but talking about flowers and other things. Well, Hikaru, your name actually, Hikaru, which is a very common, or rather a very familiar one for me, as I've got a relative has this name. It means shining, and as about this shining, what is the spiritual meaning for you, or the real word behind it for you?
the actual choosing of the, like I said, when I first started my page, I've been using this since I first started my page, and when I first started my page, I had no idea what I was doing. I'd basically just sort of browse some other Touhou pages up to that point, and I'd just seen everyone else, or a lot of other people tended to go by an alias, and I wasn't sure what to call myself, and I had a story that is long abandoned, in which there was a main character named Hikaru. And, you know, I picked that name for a reason then, which was for its meaning of radiance, and I just liked the sound of it. And so I just went with that, and again, not expecting it to go anywhere. I was expecting this page would last maybe a month with nobody seeing it, and as we can see now, I was very wrong.
As you can see, yeah. And actually, also, if you think about the name Hikaru, there is actually, we're drifting off of Touhou for 1 second, which is actually because of an anime series called Hikaru no Go. You know it?
I've heard of that. I've never seen it.
Okay,
but I've
because
heard the name.
that would be my next question. If you play Go,
Yeah, I know nothing of it, so.
Okay. The funny thing is, my that relative of mine who is called Hikaru actually plays Go, and he's quite good at it. And he often beats me like.
I would like to learn, but I've never played.
Actually, this would be a nice idea to play it once. And there are some online Go games, and you can play with your friends and so on. There's something that I would like to try on at least once. So we could do something like this. After all, this could be maybe a good idea for a stream or something like this. Yeah, actually, we read all the manga, but okay, this is enough of Hikaru no Go, and let's get back to our main topics. Otherwise, I get screwed over by Yuka. So thinking about the whole Momiji thing, and actually there are a lot of interpretations about the character of Momiji. The one says she is very strict, and she is one with a lot of discipline, and she's a very skilled warrior. The others say she is on the way to become one, but she isn't quite there. Which interpretation is yours?
You know, that's actually, not surprisingly, that's something I've had to think about a lot. You know, it kind of varies day by day. I kind of lean more towards the former, being the first one. However, I've had some ideas kicked around in my head for how she could have gotten there, and that kind of leads into the second one. I tolerate the just ball of cute and nothing else. I tolerate that, but I'm just like, we've got, not just in Touhou, but in anime in general, we've got so many characters like that, and I'm just like, we can do better than that. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but I'm like, come on. And I know that we don't have a lot to go on based on official works, but you know, it is what it is.
Yeah, surely. But that's quite interesting because you see, for example, about Moko, there is also the same thing. Like she's actually getting along with Kaguya, then there is a one that she doesn't get along with Kaguya. Actually, I'm one of the latter ones. Because being a descendant of the Fujiwara clan means for me, actually, I would like to burn that biatch. Quite literary. So everybody who's saying anything against it, I don't like you anymore.
Exactly. That's kind of how I feel about like Momiji and Aya.
Oh.
Because that see, I should have mentioned that when you asked about characters I don't like. I've got like mixed feelings. I think she's, for what she is a fairly well written character. Does that make her a good person? Not necessarily.
Yeah.
But you know, there's a lot of. It's funny because I generally don't tend to like interpretations where Momiji and Aya get along, because that's kind of one of the few things we do know about Momiji from canon sources, is that she does not like Aya very much. Does not like Aya. However, there is a song. I mentioned that song by Shino Bansho. That is actually a very interesting interpretation. And what I get from that, Shino Bansho, it was Nanji wa Hakuro Naria. And in that song, it's kind of what I interpreted from the lyrics of that song was kind of that they were once friends and they kind of drifted apart, and I think that's actually quite nice. So I actually do like one, but where I actually stand in completely, I'd have to sit down and really think about it.
Okay then. But well, let's get our must of 6 songs through for the hour, and the next I will do actually 3 in a row because there are 3 shorter songs which actually extend only for a minute if I play them all together. So the first song was a request by Won Long, and it was another Yuhei Satellite song actually. Then we've got a French vocal jazz song, which was requested by Nambin. And actually, it is another Momiji theme. So we've got now a chilled version of it. And then we've got a piano song, Unknown Flower Mesmerizing Journey, which was a request by Paru Paru. And that's a dog in the background. That was my dog, and she is greeting you with a woo, or something like that. And so these 3 songs in a row will be played, and then afterwards we will continue with our interview. And also, if you've got questions for our guest, don't feel shy and just write them in the comments so we can ask them. So without any delay and further ado, here we go. 3 songs in a row. Enjoy the songs, and here in a bit, guys.
生まれついての内気なところ身の丈に合ってるから変わりたいなど思わなかったその瞬間まで当たる視線交わす言葉とあなたの笑顔弾む鍵は vois plus loin que l'horizon. Tu cours à travers les saisons. C'est l'automne qui guide tes pas. Et jamais tu n'arrêteras. Tu es la gardienne des secrets et des mystères de la forêt. Personne n'y pénétrera grâce à toi. Loyal et fidèle, tous tes sens t'ensorcellent. Tu guettes ta proie, forte de ta foi, prête à bondir, à rugir. La nature t'ouvre ses bras, jamais tu la protégeras. Étrange messagère, personne ne doit attiser ta colère. Pour toujours sentinelle de cette montagne éternelle. Déesse solitaire, pour la paix tu fais la guerre. Wan wan aou aou aou. Tu sens le danger qui t'entoure. Le vent est l'allié de ta destinée. Ton cœur est rempli de bravoure. Plus rien n'entrave ta volonté. La nature t'ouvre ses bras, à jamais tu la protégeras. Près
And that was the next song request. 3 songs in a row now. Thank you everybody for sticking along with that. And I hope you liked this and because I certainly did. And for you guys, now there's the classical talking about languages, and yeah. But actually, I think that for example, I think I can understand a little bit of Portuguese, but I'm not very certain about it. I can understand Portuguese. I can't speak it or write it at all, but I guess I can understand at least 2 or 3% of it, because Latin really helps with everything, actually.
Mm-hmm.
But let's get back to our talks, and actually also about a few things happening, well, in the recent day, or rather, I would just use the chance to get a short report about what happened actually this week. Well, what happened? First of all, we started off with having you confirmed as our guest, which was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
We got into this whole week, and then suddenly it was on. When was it? Actually, it was on Wednesday night. I got a computer issue, and my
Right.
former streaming laptop got a virus. It was a
Mm.
malware spam from some fucking prick, and it really destroyed my capabilities of going online. That was like, oh, great shit. Fortunately, I already bought another laptop, as the screen of my former laptop was already dead, and so I couldn't work with it mobile, and so I had to use another laptop for my university. So I had an option, but then I had to set up everything and so on, and then I heard the whole TeamSpeak crushed.
Oh,
So we
yeah,
had
that's
to
right.
arrange that one again. And somehow we got along, and somehow we managed to get through all these issues, and thankfully everything is now working properly. And I want to thank everybody who was helping me with getting somehow the whole thing together. Yeah, but the title is good, Red Hawk. This could be the new Touhou game title, The Great Laptop Crash of Seoul. You've got to battle viruses coming from China from a certain someone. I don't want to title his name, but I will warn you guys: if you ever see the code netutils 2016.dll, never ever download it. This is a fucking malware which destroys your whole system, and also it tries to steal all your data. So better get out of it. And if you got it already on your laptop, better get completely into airplane mode.
Hmm.
Yeah, I heard about it, Yuka. Thanks. He was already contacting me about it. And now it isn't already dead, but it will take awfully lot of time until we get somehow through it. But yeah, that is a side note. Actually, we will get back to our interview. So, um, about characters, development, and so on. Is there any kind of first of all, doujinshi projects? Which doujinshi project, like manga project or anime project, do you like, especially from Toho?
Oh, I've got to. I have to admit, I actually am not terribly familiar with a lot of doujinshi manga or anything with
Okay.
Touhou. I've mostly been an art and music guy, which is,
Hmm.
naturally because of what I do on my page.
Hmm.
For those of you who don't know, I post once a day. I post either art or music from Sunday through Thursday. Plugging my page right there. But yeah, I can't say that I'm terribly familiar with many doujinshi.
Okay. Um, for example, but you surely have heard about titles like Memories of Phantasm, or
Mm-hmm. I
um,
have heard of them.
Summer Daydream. Um,
Yeah.
actually,
Actually, A Midsummer Day's Dream, a Summer Day's Dream. That I actually know. That was actually I've heard about that very early on, like back in middle school, like back in 2008. I actually did see that. And is the new episode out?
Actually, it got
recall you
out
saying.
this year in this summer.
Yeah.
It got out, and it was mind blowing because the end
I haven't seen it yet.
is a mind fuck. Actually, you can
Like,
see
is
that they were going lazy by recycling a lot of footage or basic
Right.
plot systems.
Is it the finale or is it?
No, it isn't. The grand finale is coming.
Right.
This is the
Which one
reason
is?
why.
Which?
I think it's number 3 already because the installment 2.1 was there at some point. It must be
Yeah,
number
or
3 right now.
2.5 or whatever it was. It must
Yeah.
be 3. Yeah, I don't think I've seen this new one because I remember that was actually one of my first posts. I posted the trailer for the next
Yeah.
episode. That was before I'd really pinned down what I was doing with the page.
I saw it in summer, and afterwards, all the linkage was completely blocked. But if I remember correctly, I downloaded it at some point. I don't know where, and I don't know if, but it should be someplace. And yeah, the thing is that also like this Dojinshi project, another one that I like a lot was the Osana Reimu and Rei Reimu series, which is animated manga. You can say it like this.
Huh.
And this is quite a good one. I can ensure that you like it. And also, if you see that, if you watch this whole thing through, you can't stop crying. I have never seen someone who watched this whole thing through and in the end hadn't got cried at least once, because this story is so well written and so nicely animated. Everybody who is saying that that something like Planet is more mental, he doesn't know what real feelings are, because that one you've got to watch it to and to realize it, because the ending, it's just, you just start to cry the shit out. I was completely wreckage when I saw it after I saw the Osana Reimu series, and then when I saw the Rei Reimu series, I literally was a crying baby. Was like, you seriously go tell me that it can get worse? And oh dear, but but it is a must. I would say it is a must. It's on YouTube. You can watch it everywhere, and it actually has got already subtitles, so I would go for it. And yeah, this is actually one of them, which I would say these are literary masterpieces. But there is, of course, a handful where you can say, "Ah, come on, hold on a second. That's not what we are looking for."
Right.
Unfortunately, but
yeah, I'm very aware that there is a very strong Dojin fan work in terms of literary work community for Touhou. I've just not quite had the time to dive into it myself, and I do have a confession to make. I actually don't know as much about Touhou as people think. People have actually messaged me on my page asking me questions about Touhou, and I've been able to answer what I can, but like they'll ask me about the structure of Lunarian society, and I'm just like, I've got no idea.
yeah,
Like, there's a wiki for this.
that's it.
Like, I just send them the link. I'm like, this knows more than I do.
It's funny because you see, that's sometimes even happening to me. For example, the funny thing is that I'm just in for Touhou about 2 years now, or rather, yeah, it's just about 2 years now. And the first I was only focused on music, so changed a lot ever since. But
yeah.
So also because I just saw about Hifu Club, there is a joke that I just remembered. It's about this one. Is your name Yukari's moon invasion because you should have been abandoned?
Ouch.
This one is awful and burnt, but I would say shots fired and well played. But that's also it's just one that everybody is just like, ouch, 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 oh Jesus. But okay, let's get back to music. And actually, the next song is actually yours once again. It is "What the Hell Is Going On" from Get in the Ring.
Yes, this one. Get in the ring. If there's a circle, that I discovered through running my page that just straight up blew me away, it would be Get in the Ring. I first heard about them from the page Touhou Music Broadcast, who I shared a few posts from in the beginning because they were much more familiar with the Touhou music scene than I was, and so looking to them was a good way of finding new stuff.
Mm.
And I'm extremely happy to have discovered them. I love their instrumentation. I love their vocals. Mia's vocals are wonderful. She's actually getting a lot better at English, and you'll see that in this song that's entirely in English. I really can't find anything that it's not to love when it comes to Get in the Ring. I can't say I know Legacy of Lunatic Kingdom, the source material of this one, very well, but from what I understand, it's Imperishable Night 2 Electric Boogaloo. This song kicks ass, so have a listen.
Okay, it surely does. I know. If I think about Get in the Ring, there's actually one song that I like as well from them right now, which I really am fame about. But that aside, afterwards or after this song, I want to play another song because the song's name is just as funny as the one you requested. The other song was requested by Kiba, and the song title is from Foreground Eclipse, and it's called Dear, Are You Getting Sober? And I would say, no, we are not. We're just getting drunk as we like. And without any delay and further ado, here we go once again. Here is Get in the Ring with What the Hell is Going On? And afterwards we will hear Foreground Eclipse with Dear, Are You Getting Sober?
Care if I live or die, but I don't wanna compromise. Just leave behind all hesitate. Get ready. Don't tell me why I'ma give a shit, honey. This is no kind of trinity, but you have been prayed every day. I hope you like my agony. So get up. It doesn't mean that you run the crazy. You must be kidding me. You're such a fool. Breathing, welcome to the hell. Let it go, let it go, let it go, like the demons at night. Burning down until the end of the light, and I don't need the mercy at all. The knees on the ground, listen up, I'm not walking for you. Burning down into the deep underground, right around and right again. No way back to home. Go, make up
That was the next song requested by you guys, and also please remember that this is a Touhou related stream, so can you please then take it to a minimum, talking about other things, okay? I know that I talked about Gundam for a short while, but we seriously don't need to talk about these rusty ships and clankers. This is really not what we are talking about. This is not the basement what we are talking about, okay? So
Canned coal.
Sorry?
Nothing. I was just making a stupid joke.
I see.
Free ban.
What?
I mean only free ban.
Oh, you mean you would free ban everybody who is go for another
Why
one?
not?
Maybe.
Yuka is doing a very good job of policing the chat, though, I must say.
Yeah. Actually, for me, they are boats. Okay, they are not ships. Ships have got more turrets and they look like ships. I wouldn't even say these are boats, but okay. Nice boat.
Anywho.
And time to mate. Okay. Back to mains. And let's get to the basics of our or rather back to our topic, which is Touhou. And everybody who wants to talk about anything else, you can use the Discord if you are willing to do so. And go please for the non-Touhou related one, okay? This is the one we've already prepared for this one. And really, we really don't need to talk about that one. And especially I've got to say that I really don't like the show. So back to the basics. Let's get first. Okay, I've got to first sort out a few things in my head because things like this really piss me off. Really a lot. And especially when they are concentrating a lot about their chatting and don't even listening to the stream, what I'm talking about. But okay. Sometimes even a few people don't like you. But okay, it seems like we've got even...
You hear that, chat? So is disappointed.
More than that, it's, sometimes. Really, guys, come on, okay? Get a grip.
Anywho, back to the topic at hand.
Yeah, thanks. Actually, when you think about the last year, what was the most important Touhou news, despite the new game being announced?
Aside from that, I would say I almost said yours. I would say Zun's second child being born. I mean, I know that's not strictly Touhou news, but like you can't like Touhou and not like Zun. That glorious motherfucker.
Yeah.
Just input alcohol, receive games.
It is just...
You gotta love that guy.
What was his... what did he say?
He said, his tweet said something to the effect of, "Today my second child was born. This time it's a girl. You've done well, my wife."
Yeah. Now I was thinking about another quote that he said. As long as I can buy a pin of beer every night from the money I earn by the games, everything is fine. Do what you want. That was something that I really was like, okay, mate, sure thing we do. And look what happened.
If I went to Japan and met Zun, I would buy him a beer.
Oh, sure thing, I would come along. I would do that. I would come along and...
Getting drunk with Zun is on my bucket list.
Surely thing. Okay. Actually, there is another thing about Touhou which is often in controversy, which is that the community is somehow, killing off each other sometimes, or rather, there is a
I've heard about this, yeah.
part of the community who is only interested in pissing off other people because they're somehow a little bit strange in their mind.
You know, the thing about that with me is, like, that exists in every community. And I actually have often praised the Touhou community for not having a lot of that. There are a lot of communities that are based very heavily around that, and whether by intention or not. And Touhou really does seem to have a lot of good in it. Lots of people wanting to create, share their ideas, and that sort of thing. the deeper I've gotten, I used to think it almost didn't exist. The more I've gotten into it, the more I've realized those people do in fact exist. And sadly, there's just nothing you can do about it. People are like that, and that's how it is. But I do my best to stay as far away from it as possible. If I see it on my page, I do not encourage it. Actually, I haven't seen a lot of it on my page, but if I did, that's how I would treat it.
Yeah.
But beyond that, I really don't give it too much mind because that's not the part I'm here for. It's not what I'm interested.
Sure thing. And there was recently also another guy, I can tell you that one, that he was complaining that we were referring to Moko as Mokotan at our page because actually we had to make a difference between the admin Moko and the character Mokotan, who is at least on our page in a relationship with So. But yeah, he was complaining about it, and so I just blocked him because I seriously don't know. This is the same thing which I also am concerned about people who say if it is not canon related, it is not true Touhou and so on.
Well, that's not how that works. In this community especially, Touhou is for everyone, and the fact that Zune has opened it up, with the sort of license that he's brought out, allowing anybody to make something. That is the community that should encourage people to create and do what you want. You might not agree with what someone creates, but that's no reason that they shouldn't be able to do it.
Damn right.
And with Touhou, that's the wonderful part about it, is that people take what the kind of the basis and they create based on it. And we've gotten some great stuff made from it.
Yeah. And I think, the Touhou lives from the community, and it isn't the other way around. So it's a little bit awful for me seeing people talking about like this.
Yeah, I would say that it's a very small, it's a vocal minority.
Yeah.
In most cases in this one, most of us are here to have fun, and most of us are here to enjoy what each other can put forth. And in general, the best course of action is just to ignore these sorts of people. And in all honesty, by talking about them, you're just giving them more notoriety and you're encouraging them. So that's why I don't generally throw my hat in the ring on that.
I would agree with that one. It's just a waste of time to do so. But yeah, so well, we've got to get along with that, shall we? But what we also have right now are a few song requests still sitting here to be played, and I would go for another. Let's see. Maybe we can go again for another 3 songs in a row. It will take about 15 minutes, but then 12 minutes, but then we've got another 3 songs out. And actually, I'm working on it because I'm thinking about a particular song I might want to play today. It will be a premiere because the song is very new. But before we play it, here are 3 songs. First one is a request by Isaac, which is Eternal Nova. The next one is from Vo Juan, which is actually from whom is it? I told you that I sometimes download songs and I crap out to correctly note the title of it. And this is one of the cases. I'm very sorry for that one because if I remember correctly, the song was quite good. And the next one is from Pung, which is called Dreamer. So we've got these 3 songs in a row. And afterwards, we will talk about it. And yeah, or rather, we will continue our interview. So stay tuned and hear you guys in a bit. But first of all, here are now 3 songs in a row. Enjoy the songs, and yeah, I'll see you afterwards.
手がかりにはならないかさまよいのレイでも過ちだと気づけずにここに来た意味忘れて愚かな好奇心にやられ笑
So 3 songs in a row. Hope you guys like them. And yeah, actually, it's prepping up quite good right now. But yeah, let's continue with our little interview over here. And there is no right now underneath the discussion about
See, like
Nico
I
and
haven't
so on.
played. I don't know a whole lot about the newer games, so I'm just like, what the hell are you guys talking about?
Uh,
I know who Miko is,
Yeah.
but like I'm just like, what?
I know what you mean. But actually, thinking about Touhou, also there is always another point that I like to touch on. And this is about the music and all the remix groups and so on. And most certainly, there are different kinds of genres, singers, people more or less liked in them. For example, for me personally, of course, Touhou, the thing that I like most about is Eurobeat, because I'm just now in my Eurobeat phase, and that means, of course, A1 records and so on, and of course, Travis Sabin's
Right.
Odyssey. But
Yes.
also, there are others like Shibayan Records, and also for us Germans, there's one representative, as in particular, which is Bubble Music. And actually, which circle would you say was the best one when you started to listen to Touhou songs?
Oh. See, I don't know, cause like when I first got into this like casually back in '08, my buddy introduced me to Crow's Claw, and that, I mean, Taka is a fantastic musician. Um, and so I've always liked Crow's Claw. I haven't posted them in a while. I should do that. Um, like Crow's Claw is really good. Iron Attack, I actually only got into recently. I was into Iron Chino's other band, Lightning, for a while, even though that's not Touhou, that's all original. But his Dojin like remix band is Iron Attack, and I got into Iron Attack through Lightning actually. I kind of took the long way around, and I posted a bit of Iron Attack. Iron Attack's always good. Choosing a favorite is very, very difficult. Travis Stebbins, of course, he's amazing. Like I said, I really like Get in the Ring. I've posted a lot of Zion. Actually, my last request is going to be Zion, as you know. But, Shiba Inu records, you mean 10-minute songs? That's funny. Speaking of Shiba Inu, actually, there was a vocalist I actually really like, Nagi Yanagi, and she did one song in particular for Shiba Inu records I posted very early on, and I absolutely adore her, and so that was, really huge to find out she did Touhou. And so, go ahead.
No, nothing. Just please.
Right. So, it's picking a single group that's very difficult because it always depends on what I'm feeling at the moment. Because a lot of what I post is like rock and metal. Because I'm in real life non-Touhou music. I actually really like classic rock. I like all that kind of stuff. But I like to think I've got fairly varied musical tastes, and I'll listen to just about anything, if it's good, which is completely subjective, I know. I like Eurobeat. I've dabbled in EDM a little bit, just a little bit. It's not usually my thing, but I can appreciate it. I really like folk, actually. I like folk music, and especially like folk rock. Really, really does it for me. I've been known to go on folk kicks where for a few days I'll post nothing but folk and folk rock. But whether it's like Japanese folk, just general Asian folk, or even like Irish and like Celtic folk.
Oh yes.
I like when I found out there was like Irish Touhou, I was like, this is the best thing ever.
Yeah. There's, for example, this Flandre remix that I really like.
Was that the one that's like that one? I don't remember what it's called.
Yeah.
But like with the bagpipes, yeah, that one's really good. I posted that one a long time ago.
Especially, but also there are, for example, about these folk songs. It's very difficult because I like them quite a lot. Especially, I like Scotch and Irish music. And so I was looking for folk songs in this area for Touhou, and there is only a handful to find. and it's very difficult to get along to find more, because sometimes they overdo it, and then the song is completely messed up because there's too much rock in it, or something like way too metal. And there are, for example, but there are also things when I listen to the song and it's like, okay, I never thought that I would like something like this, but this can happen again. Also, thinking about groups, there are sometimes circles that I don't understand why people like them that much. Because, for example, the original group which made this "Help Me Erin" song, for example, I really can't stand them. The voice is awful. The lyrics are semi-professional, and especially, it's basically for me the main problem is the vocal. The singer is terrible.
That is the thing I have to say. If you have a song with vocals in it, you cannot. If you have a song with vocals, you cannot mess up the vocals because it will ruin the whole song.
Yeah.
I think that means that a lot more pressure is on vocalists. I respect anybody who has any kind of musical talent because I lack for the most part. You know, and but I respect vocalists kind of almost on a different level, just because if they mess up, it ruins everything. Whereas if you can have like a mediocre drummer, a mediocre guitar, and you can still kind of enjoy the song, but you'd be like, man, that drum though.
Yeah.
But no, if a singer messes up, then it ruins everything. So, and you know, again, it's all subjective, but you know how it is.
Yeah, this is actually what I'm talking about as well. This is like, for me, it's only my opinion, but there are sometimes groups where, for example, this is the reason why you won't ever hear the original "Help Me Earring" song here on the stream, because I can't stand the vocals. I can't stand the singer. It's my ears are bleeding if I think about it. You know.
I've never even heard the one you're talking about, so I don't think I.
The original.
Maybe
one,
you'll have to.
you know?
Maybe you'll have to torture me sometime.
Oh man, you will hear it and then you will go, "Oh Jesus, just stop it, please." Yeah.
You did play the song. Ich weiß nicht in welchem Stream, aber du hast ihn schon gespielt.
Yeah, but that was way back. I think even it was before I started with the specials. I think it was when I was in German. The one because ever since I played only the remix version. There is a "Help Me Earring" song, but this isn't the original. It's the remix. It's the female voice remix. And that one is actually good.
So it was a really bad male vocalist. That's a shame.
Vocalist, yeah, and he sucks.
That's a shame because male vocals are actually few and far between.
For example, there are
Touhou.
exceptions, right? You know, like in Tamaonsen or something like this. There I can go get along with this kind of vocals because the most part is rap. But there are songs where you can't mess it up, and things like this happen, and this is not what I like. But well, I think I raged enough about it.
Yeah.
And it's time for another song or two. And the next two are actually, one is from Sari, was requested by Sari Al. It is Lumography, Minimum Electric Design song. And the other one is, let's see if I can find the title for it. I think it was from Wani, and it featured Merami Pop, but I'm not sure about it. It was a request made by
If it's from Sariel, it's... Oh, wait. Oh, this one's from someone else. Okay. I was about to say, if it's from Sariel, I'm not at all surprised that Merami is in it.
Now, the one that Sariel asked for was Lumography, but I don't know both of them. So I would say just let's get on with them. Enjoy the songs and hear you after these two. Yeah, so let's get on with it.
"黄昏 双子の観覧車も乾いたインクの隙間に挟むガラクタにしがみつくのは何もない
that romantic? That was the next song request made by you guys, and yeah, actually, okay, first of all, I hope everything would be fine for you at work today, Hikaru.
Yeah, that's the one thing I'm worried about.
But I think there will
Um,
be the risen spirits that you've got right now.
I'm
So,
hoping today doesn't dash them either.
it's Saturday, so what can get wrong
Well,
at that moment?
when you work in retail, everything.
Actually, you're right. Oh, remember a few guys who told me about it and told me, dude, if you ever go for a job like this, you better be prepared, and I don't think you are.
Let me give a little bit of advice to anybody who is going into retail, which you will probably do at least once in your life. Don't plan on making it a career. Stay there long enough to get your feet under you and get you established. Soon as you can find a better job, do it. Don't be there for like 20, 40 years like some of my coworkers. They are miserable people for it.
Can see.
But enough of that. So
So actually, while the song was playing, Matt, ruled out the thing about the picture. Yeah, actually, what's up with this picture? The thing is, what you can see in the middle is the new, or rather, the first emblem or logo for the stream. So I was checking up a little bit, and I was thinking about. First of all, I was thinking I've got to change a little bit about the appearance of our stream. Then I looked up a few things, and I thought, well, it would be good to see Moko and Yuka on it, and the guests we've got every week. So I was first thinking about making something like a radio studio or something like this, but then it diddled on me, well, that would mean you've got also to think about something like a logo or something like this for this whole thing. And then was like, okay, then let's make a logo. And it was like, what could you do to make something that is good for a radio? And then it was like, you can't do something like headphones because this is something very common. So I was thinking and was like, let's improvise and do something that looks like a music note but with Touhou stuff. And the first one you can think about is the Yin Yang Orb and also the Haraibo from Reimu. And so I added them both together. And then underneath, I just took the initials of Touhou Radio Next Gen, TRNG, and it just the font and everything is self-made. So I had to think about it a long time, and because I wanted to make it more realistic and make it look more like a real kanji, I was checking out a lot of pictures and a lot of kanji books, and then I thought, which kind of move could you do to write this in a proper way like a kanji does? And it took me about an hour or two, but then I was when I finished it, it was like, well, that's okay for starters, and then I posted it in and started to do so. So every week you will see another character on the left side where now Momiji is sitting, as the guests will appearing and appearing and appearing, I hope. If not, then you will see a sad or frustrated soul there, or a little title with, "This could have been you, but you never asked to be a guest." Okay, jokes aside. So a lot of things have to change this year. As I mean, like, the stream will get a little bit more, and slowly we try to improve and getting more professional, especially with the farewell of my laptop and also farewell to my old earphones that died on me on Monday, and I've got now new ones from Sony. Everything is changing
Ripso's
right
laptop.
now. Yeah, Ripso's laptop.
Rest in viruses.
Rest in viruses. Riv. That's a riv, man. Oh man. But yeah, it's. I hope that we can get it somehow back to normal. But maybe Yuka's boyfriend can help me out. He was telling me that he could. He maybe has some ideas to how to solve it, and it would be great too because there are a lot of data on it, and I don't want to lose them all. However, let's get back to our topics. Well, last hour of the stream, it happened so quickly, swiftly.
It has been.
And I've got to say,
I would normally be getting a route. I would normally just be getting up right about now.
And thinking about that, so many people turned in, 18 views right now, and they all are still with us. That's great to see.
It is fantastic. I'm so glad that everyone's here.
And I've got.
I'm sorry if I've been a little bit drowsy over the stream.
Oh, nothing. Not at
I've
all.
I've been yawning constantly as the music's been going.
Oh, sure thing. It's just a little bit too early, isn't it? But I
I
can
should get up earlier,
understand you
but
quite good in that one. But yeah, so actually, because now we've got only 3 songs left, so we actually managed to get along through all the songs. I had
That's
to
good.
trick here and there a little bit by playing, for example, 3 songs in a row, but it's somehow we somehow get it through, so we have enough time for later on for a little bit of a special. But there is something that the community asked you to do, and this is to do the very famous "Awoo." And actually, there
God.
was even a request to do it all together, synchronized. So we've got to
It's
think
too
about
early
it.
for this shit.
It would be like, Yuka, that means also that includes you.
You know what? I would do it for
Here.
that. I would do it for that.
Okay, Yuka, you are okay? Would you do it? She said yes,
No!
and it's decided. Yuka, if you're now pushing out or drawing back, that would be the wrongest thing you could do.
I'm not here.
Okay, that means Yuka is somebody who can't really get along with our team, which is
Chat,
very
awoo,
sad.
Awoo, awoo, awoo,
What?
awoo, ow, ow, ooh, ah. I don't know.
What? Okay, let's get onto it, and I would say just let us just check if everybody sets up with a count of 3. I would say we would do it. So, Yuka, prepare yourself. Here we go.
Yes.
1, 2, and 3. Woo! Okay, now we've fulfilled our
Alright, there-
mission. So
yeah, you bastards happy?
yeah.
I'm kidding.
I hope everybody's now happy. But okay, we hold now, and the moon should come out today. I guess tomorrow
Yeah.
I will wake up at some place, have killed 2 or 3 women, and then I find out that I was actually a werewolf. Awful stories.
Yeah.
True, reality is
Everyone's
always
been
the most-
making the
Yeah.
Everyone's been making the Awoo Werewolves Against Sokyo joke, and I'm wondering if they've seen my video.
I don't know. We've got to.
I have a video on my I have a video on my channel titled that, and it's exactly what you think it is.
That's good to know. Everyone ready to post a and here we go. Everybody is now going viral for you. Well, that shows it
Fantastic.
again. The whole hard welcome that you get from.
I you know
everybody.
I used to be annoyed by it, but like just because of the whole characterization thing. But you know what? I'm used to it by now. Local admin newsflash: local admins go Awoo.
Yeah. And so we've got only 3 songs left, as I said before. The funny thing is, these last 3 songs were dangerously close to just skip over the 5 minutes regulation. Hikaru, you got 4 minutes and 59 seconds, and the record holder by placing it on point is Terrell with 5 minutes flat. I was told that I've got to warn you, Yuka, as the song that Terrell was asking for is Lost in the Abyss from Feld.
I'm away.
And you, Hikaru, actually asked for Sion, Nostalgic Blood of the East, Old World.
Yes, I did.
So tell us a little bit about it.
Well, that's actually one of my favorite tracks, not just from Imperishable Night, but from Touhou in general. It's a very memorable bit for me from Imperishable Night, which was my first Touhou game, and it's probably my favorite if I look at it objectively. I feel like I've been getting design a lot. Actually, even before I started the Petty Patrol Tengu, and I've featured their work like at least 6 times now. But I don't feel like this track gets enough attention, so I was very happy to see that someone like Zion had done it justice and done a really good version of it. There aren't a lot of arranges of this song out there, at least none that I've been able to find, and this is by far my favorite.
Sure thing, and I can.
I
understand why.
almost, for my Range of Autumnal Waterfall, I almost did Zion's, but I'm like, but then I would have to not do this one, and I couldn't do that. I had to do this one.
Sure thing you do. And it was a nice decision to do so. I got to say that one because I like them both, the songs. And well, as Yuka has a little bit of an issue with Lost in the Abyss, well, no judges or prejudice there. She will be back away from the laptop, I guess, for the song, which will be played second, so 5 minutes from now on. As the first one we play is, of course, your song, Hikaru, and then we play Terrell's Lost in the Abyss. And then we get back to talking, and then we will play later on the last song request, which is left here. And then up to some special. But now, first of all, ladies and gentlemen, let's get moving with 2 more songs. The first song, as I said, Sion, Nostalgic Blood of the East, Old World by requested by Hikaru, and then the request by Terrell, which is Lost in the Abyss by Feld. Enjoy the songs and hear in a bit. Hold on. There you go.
love you once again. I become just a present. Now see you better than night, and I realize I have improved your wings. This gravity is crossing me to exist, no care, and so much that falls on me. No matter how or when I shout, I wonder if I can be high.
that was the last, no, not the last, the penultimate song request for today. And yeah, actually, still a few people are coming back in. And
It's good.
nice to see. Stride, about the 6-hour special. Yeah, still, I've got to prepare a lot of things before it, and also I've got something called exams before I can even think about it, and they are now in January. So I will take my good time before I prep it up. Maybe it will be in. It will be in. Maybe in February. Maybe, not sure. It could be. But I've got to think about it properly. And also to answer the other questions about me singing again. First of all, I'm a stupid idiot to refer back to it again, because actually, as our guest, I guess, already know, there is a little corner in this stream always called let the moderator sing for at least 1 or 2 songs. And I guess I've got to go through hell once again today.
I don't I mean, I understand your anxiety about that a bit. I have no vocal training. I've actually wanted to do vocals for quite a while now, but I need proper vocal training before I'll even attempt it seriously.
I mean, I don't know who started with this. It was just one day. It was somehow in interest of a few people, and then I did, and ever since it hasn't stopped. But I will just say we will find out, as I will ask you guys, would you really like to hear me sing? Then please write a yes in the chat so I can find out if there is really that much of interest for it. Now, I won't set a limit this time. I would just see how many and can compare it with the number of viewers. But yeah, Yuka, doesn't matter. It only counts 1 or -1 at some point.
Unfair.
But yeah, so there might be also I'm also working a little bit on a opening for the stream right now with my absolute greenhorn level of editing. But it will take a while until I get it through it, because I've got already plans how it should sound like. I've got an idea how it works, but I've got to somehow realize it, and this will take a while, especially to make the song sounding good, because what it sounds like right now, it's not that interesting, I would say. It's still in the progress. It's got already a minute or something, but I'm not very satisfied with it, and I've got to change a few things here and there. But yeah, so so has to sing. Oh yeah. Until now, it was only 3 people, or rather 4 people, who really asked for it. So in comparison to 17, it isn't that much. So no, I don't care. La la la.
Technically, that is singing right there. So there you go, folks.
God damn it! You got me. Gosh.
Exactly as planned.
Yeah, exactly as planned. Oh man.
Perfect.
Well, yeah.
I guess
Wow,
that
we're
really means
really-
I've got to sing later on. But okay. Before we do so, we've got still 2 songs to play. One is a song request, and another one I will entitle later on. But first of all, I would say we'll play the last song request right now. Then we will go to a little bit of talking. Then I will play the song that I was thinking about the whole time. And then you will hear me suffer once again. And the last song request today is requested by Dorian, and it is from, I think it is from Bottom, and it is called Kaido. And I would say, let's just get on with the song and hear you guys in a bit. So 4 minutes 54 seconds of nice vocals. Enjoy the song and hear in a bit.
形さえ忘れて眠りにつく深い深いそこへいつも一人もうただただ枯れるのを待ってひたすら空を見つめる子猫おやすみ霞みゆくこの景色誰もがあることを忘れる救いのない深い深いそこで心を燃やし尽くす眠りにつく深い深いそこで灰のようにおやすみ消えることなき炎今ではその熱も忘れて眠りにつく深い深いそこへ虚しさを枕におやすみ長すぎたくて昔の形さえ忘れて眠りにつく深い深いそこへいつも一人ああもうただただ枯れるのをやめてああひたすら空を目指す子猫おやすみ変わらないこの景色誰もがあることを忘れて眠りにつく深い深いそこへ今日は一人おやすみ待ち続けてた子猫忘れられた廃墟の下で眠りにつく深い深いそこへ明日は二人眠りにつく深い深いそこへ明日は二人
The very last song request made by you guys. Thank you very much for all of your requests as well for today, as always. And yeah, I've got to say, I didn't thought that we would manage to get through and even have got extra time, but somehow we managed it, and I'm very glad about it.
Yeah.
Shmaru, you've got a story to tell us about it.
Yes, yeah, that I'm so glad that that song was requested actually. That I was not expecting that. Because this happens to be the song early on my page, maybe a few months in or so. Maybe not even that long. I'd have to go back and look. I was actually invited to a plug.dj channel by the admin of Sariel, where I actually met most of the friends that I've made through my page there. I got invited to their little group, and when I first entered the plug.dj channel, this was the song that was playing. And so this song actually has tied to that kind of memory for me, and it's a beautiful song in and of itself, but for me it's got that little special bit to it just for that. So thank you for playing that.
It was great that somebody asked for it. And for the question about Iroha, I don't know actually. I haven't haven't heard about it before, so it might be true, but I'm not sure about it, okay? At least that's not a part of my knowledge. Even I have got limits of my knowledge, okay? I'm not a walking, um, I am a walking history and literature book. That's not how it works. But yeah, so early on we talked about a little bit about Eurobeat and Travis. And actually, I would like to know, because I know at least that Don is a very big fan of of Travis as well. Which song was the first one you heard from him, and which one is your favorite?
Mine.
Yeah.
Um, and I heard this from that friend of mine who introduced me to Touhou. He once linked me to Magical Girl of the Night,
Oh.
which was a good place to start. And again, I was like, yeah, that's really good, and then didn't look into it much. Then when I started, again, like I was very casual about it at that time. That was a lot more recently though. But now that I've really started to dive into Touhou for real, I of course looked that one up. That was one that I didn't miss over. I of course looked him up, and I've heard. I like to say most. There's probably a song or two of his that I haven't heard that I've just managed to miss, as far as his Touhou stuff. But yeah, I've been enjoying his work ever since.
So your most favorite song of it still Magical Girl, or?
That asking me to choose a favorite. Yeah, because I could name pretty much any one of them as my favorites because I really like the end. I like I like all these. The first song I ever posted, actually the first proper post I ever made on my page, like I think to this day the reach on Facebook still says seen by 2 people. Was Rain Dance, and we talked about that
Yeah.
song actually, but just that On the Moon.
Oh yeah.
Just
Worldly
like
Spirits.
everything oh yes, Worldly Spirits. I always made the statement. Actually, I straight up stole this from my friend who explains Eurobeat in this way. Is that
Yeah.
Eurobeat is primarily about 3 things: dancing, cars, and sex. Some may call that simple and shallow. I call it um, focused and genuine.
It is, and it is the
And
deepness.
yeah, Worldly Spirits is sex. That's what Worldly Spirits is,
Yeah,
and it's
absolutely.
wonderful.
It is absolutely because it's very nice. It's the same
Yes.
thing. The thing is that Travis manages to play the songs or arrange the songs as such as it really the message behind it is beautiful written, even though that the nastiest thing are said about it, or rather the
Exactly.
interpretation should be very nasty. Still, he gets
Hmm.
it through, and this is the reason why, for example, I love Rain Dance, and this is still my best favorite song after all.
Yes.
And no, guys,
Right.
today it won't be Rain Dance I would sing, okay? Because I need a break of it, because you've got to see nearly every week they ask for it.
Yeah.
And you sometimes get tired of it, but I will maybe sing another one. So, why am I talking about him? Actually, December 27th, there was something. It was a convention. It was the convention on which a lot of new Touhou stuff was released. For example, Memories of Phantasm, the new episode, and also, what was more important for me, A1 released their new album. And on this album was a certain someone who made his long-awaited comeback. And he did it like a bomb. It really dropped it in, and really, it sent shockwaves through everyone community. Because the song itself, you never expected that he would do this one, because he already did a song on the character. But then, once again, on the other hand, it is the song that, or rather the arrangement, which really is the surprise behind it. Why? Because he puts in every single detail that he did so far on the other songs. The song it is now based on is Shanghai Alice of Meiji. And when I heard the song first in one of his live streams on Twitch, Travis just played it casually, and I was already, oh my gosh, when this one is ready, I will cry. And some lucky bastard just uploaded it, and I was really lucky because he's the only one right now who's uploaded it on YouTube. And I was subscribed to him, and I was tearing up when I heard it. The song itself is called Tear You Up. It's made on the base of Shanghai Alice Major, but it also has got Chinese tea in it. You will love this song to the end. I was madly in love with this one instantly, and I really was had teardrops flowing over my face when I heard it, because he is back, guys. He is back, and even though that he said he won't be sticking to the Eurobeat the whole time because he wants to do other things, it doesn't matter. He brought us the song that we were asking for so long. We were waiting so long for a Eurobeat song on Touhou, and here it is. And I don't want to have you hanging up on, or rather want to let you wait any longer. Here's the song, published in December 2016, December 27th, by A1. This is Travis Stebbins, known as Odyssey. The song is Tear You Up. Enjoy the song. I really didn't know if I really should play the song because I was uncertain first about if I can if there would be any kind of copyright strikes, but it really is the date and the moment to do so. And so this is a short shout out. Travis, thank you very much for making the song. I really love it, and thank you for giving us another reason to love you more. And also,
From what I hear, Travis is a really cool guy.
yeah,
He's really
Travis
chill.
is an awesome dude. I really like him as a character, as a person. But and also, terribly sorry if you are not agreeing that I'm playing the song, and I hope you have a little have mercy with me. But I really couldn't resist to play this one, and today, as this is the 10th installment of the radio stream, as well as it marks that actually we are possible able to, or rather, it would be possible able that I get my 50,000th view today. And also on a long term, only about 10 videos we are away from my 100th video. So a lot of things happening right now. But yeah, this song, oh my gosh. When I heard it first, as I said, I was crying, and hearing it again and again, I can't explain how much I love it. It's just crazy. It's, oh my gosh, he really put everything he did and improved over the years into it, and it sounds wonderful. Even though that I'm still waiting for one, first of all, another remix of Satori's theme, and also a remix of Suika. But this is something that might happen someday, and until then I will wait patiently. Because I've got to say, as I said, it's wonderful. And yeah, we can talk about it later on. But first of all, or rather, we have to get another thing out, and this is song requests, or rather sing requests in this case. And I would like to ask you guys which Odyssey song I should get onto, because as you know, usually I sing the Odyssey songs because I know the lyrics best of them and also know how to get along with them. It would be great to know which one you would like to hear. And also, I wanted to talk about you, Hikaru, a little bit while we are waiting for the requests.
All right.
Yeah, being our guest now, our honored guest for our very special occasion, with a lot of reasons. How did you like it?
This has been really fun. I don't know how often I'm going to be able to do this because, for one, I have to get up early, at least until I get a different sleep schedule. We'll see what happens. But I wouldn't want to do this every week. I feel like it'd get pretty boring hearing my voice every week. But I could see myself coming back. I definitely would like to do this again, but probably not for a little while. Just because I couldn't do this every Saturday.
A sure thing.
But no, this has been great. It's been great talking to everybody. It's been great answering questions, and yeah. I have a few suggestions, but I'll send you those to you privately later.
Okay, I'll do so. And also, everybody, remember we have also the Discord going on in a few minutes. So the link for it.
See if I'm there for a little bit.
Yeah. The link for it will be provided by Yuka in a few minutes. In the chat, Yuka, you are ready for that?
Sure.
Thanks. So, what are you guys doing? Odyssey. It's.
I see where you're coming from with the spelling there.
Yeah, it's
like
Oscar
audio.
Delta Yankee Sierra Sierra Echo Yankee. That's Odyssey, and that was also phonetic alphabet for you.
Yeah, I know. I actually I used to have the phonetic alphabet memorized, but I didn't need it after that flight course. So.
Oh, you actually did a flight course?
I was like 13, and there was a program where you got to fly with an instructor. I did that, and it was
cool.
just a fun thing. But then that ended, and I never needed to use it again. I do come from an Air Force family, however, so.
Oh man, we have to talk about it later.
We will, yeah.
Because my father used to be a pilot, a hobby pilot. My grandfather was actually serving in the Second World War, and somehow flying is in our blood. And when I was 10, my father taught me the phonetic alphabet, or better, hammered it in
Right.
just a
Yeah.
weekend. And ever since,
It is a useful thing.
It is useful. The problem is that the majority of the people doesn't know what a special word means. So they ask like, what does this word mean, or what does a word like Lima mean? And I was like, come on, guys, this is casual knowledge, or main knowledge. You have to know that. It's common knowledge, but okay.
But yeah. So, anyways,
Yeah, we've got to think about a song. Ah. And the people will kill me if I don't know which one to choose.
worst comes to worst, I could come up with something.
Yeah, it is. Actually,
If nobody's gonna say anything, I'm gonna suggest the end.
oh, surprisingly,
what
I was
like?
just thinking about it. And this is not a bad idea. Let's see, the end, Odyssey. Oh. There we
I
go.
just realized just now our the picture of Momiji and Moko in the thing, they actually look very similar, almost like they're related.
Actually, they are all the three pictures are from the same pool of
Right,
drawings.
from the same artist. I
Yeah.
could tell that. I was just saying that just design-wise
Yeah.
and style-wise, they just makes them look related.
Yeah. And sing whatever been sang. Actually, let's go with the end then, because I like the song quite a lot, and I hope you like it as well.
Definitely one of my favorites.
So I've got to think if I can get through it properly. But first of all, there might be a chance that I've got to change my key, because it might be a bit too high for me. But we will see. Here is Odyssey, Eurobeat song called "The End" by Mortimer and the DNA team. Enjoy the song, and yeah, feed Fujiwara no Soul here in a bit. I guess this is it for both of us. Finally done pretending. The friendships of love, just like the spring, finally has an ending. You're killing my willingness to carry on, but it must be done by setting sun to see me fall long gone. Did you forget that your love is to last forever? 10,000 judgments that I'd ever send. Both for emotions are crossing the Higan together. You never told me that this is the end. That like the flower that burns in the heat of summer light, sweet aroma is filling the air. And I need you now to partake into a new adventure. I gotta tell you that this is the end. Exterminated, just like the rest. Was I that useless for you? Is that how it is for everyone else who happens to adore you? You're killing my willingness to carry on, but it must be done by setting sun. You see me far long gone. Did you forget that all of it would last forever? 10,000 judgments are I ever stand. All four emotions are crossing the Higan together. You never told me that this is the end. That like the flower that burns in the heat of summer light, sweet aroma is filling the air. I leave you now to partake into a new adventure. I gotta tell you that this is the end. I guess this is it for both of us. Finally done pretending. The fragrance of love, just like the spring, finally has an ending. Exterminated, just like the rest. Wasn't that useless for you? Is that how it is for everyone else who happens to adore you? You're killing my willingness to carry on. You see me far long gone. Did you forget that our love had to last forever? 10,000 judgments that I never stand. Oh, four emotions are crossing the Higan together. You never told me that this is the end. That like the flower that burns in the heat of summer night, sweet aroma is filling the air. I leave you now to partake into a new adventure. I gotta tell you that this is the end. So yeah, this was the end for you guys. And actually, Red Hawk, I did say Travis Stebbins is an American, but I'm Japanese.
Yes.
If you're thinking about that one.
Yeah. You know, you did a good job there. It's really hard to actually expose your voice to so many people. Not like it's one thing to talk to a bunch of people. That's hard enough, but to sing in front of a bunch of people, that takes a lot of courage. I applaud you for that. I'd clap, but I can't push my push to talk key and clap at the same time. I do not have a third hand. I almost wanted to join in there, but I would have the couldn't have synced it up properly. So maybe we'll have to figure that out sometime. I don't know.
Sure thing. But also, Yuka, please post the Discord link right now in the chat. And would be great.
Yeah, this is the end. Stream is dead.
Yeah. It won't happen that easily, but actually it was the last song for today. And so I want to thank you very, very much, Hikaru, for joining us today. It was a pleasure to have you with us, and I really enjoyed the time with you.
Yeah, it's been great. I'll see if I can't stick around a little bit, but don't count on it because I do have work today.
Of course, sure thing. Don't you worry. Maybe you can join us. As always, the Discord is open every day, so if you've got a feeling that you want to talk with some Touhou-related people, just get in there. And also, as always, Yuka, thank you very much for your help, as always. It really is a great support that you are with us.
Ja, die nächsten Tage werde ich erstmal nicht mehr bewegen können.
Yeah, take care of yourself, okay? And also,
No
once
problem.
again, I want to thank Sunny for providing us with the emergency TeamSpeak. Thank you very much for that.
Ever again.
And also, of course, thank you very much for everyone who was with us. And thank you very much for joining us today. Have a great time if you aren't joining us on Discord now. And yeah, prepare yourself for the next week as we've got another guest there as always. And with that, I would say the stream is going to end right now. Thanks once again, and we go the classical thing through. So, Hikaru, please give a little bit of a farewell message for everyone.
Thanks for coming, everybody. It's been great having you here. Hopefully, this will have made my day a little bit better. And for all of you, hopefully I've made it a little better for all of you as well. That's the most I can hope for. That's the most I can hope for with my page and here. So farewell to you all for now. I'm sure I will be back at some point.
And Yuka, please your usual one in German.
Bis zum nächsten Mal.
And then it goes for me for the last one. So let's start in Japanese. 今週も皆さんどうもありがとうございました。ではまた来週お会いしましょう。そしてもち
Good to
ろ
know
ん
I'm not the only one who does that.
もちろん皆さんによろしく。そしてできたらやっぱりlike も押してください。And in English, yeah, thank you very much everybody for joining us today. Hope you you had an enjoyable time and see you in the Discord and also next week and prepare for that one. And in German, vielen Dank Leute fürs Reinschauen. Ich wünsche euch einen wunderschönen Tag, einen wunderschönen Abend, schönes Wochenende. Schaut auch nächste Woche wieder rein, wenn wir wieder einen sehr speziellen Gast haben und ihr werdet es bestimmt mögen. So, okay then. See you guys around. Have a nice day, nice evening, nice night. And yeah, see you in the Discord or next week. Peace out and thank you everybody. Goodbye.